Hello guys, today I'm starting a new series where I play random tunes and talk about their gameplay in under 10 minutes. I went ahead and asked my friend which tune should I use for the first video of the series, and she told me I should use Gigi. Now, I never ever played Gigi, and I think she's a very interesting tune with very interesting stats. I'm going to show an image on screen of what her stats are. She has very weird stats. She's definitely an extractor, but with only 2-star movement speed, she's basically at the same speed as Roger, which isn't very fast, so she's definitely not a distractor. I did try distracting as her for a little bit of time at the end of the video, but it didn't go so well. I think she's a pretty good tune. When I play in Denny's World, I meet a lot of toxic GG players, which is kind of sad, but I'm not saying all GG players are toxic. I think the ability to get any item when she wants is pretty cool. It's basically like Toodles, but rather than a boost, she gets an actual item she can hold on to. The cooldown is a very long time, like 70 seconds, but I will say I think it's fair because you have a chance to get like a healing item or eject or smoke bomb, so yeah. Her ability is really cool, with the chance to get yourself a really good item that could help you in tough situations. As if you had worked one hard and you wanted to get, a medkit. You could get a medkit from her ability, which I think's really nice. I think it's just how hard it is to get good items. Like, I used her ability 3 times, I think, total in the video, and I kept getting candy, which I think makes sense because they're the most common item. Now, in this part of the video, I think her speed is really slow, but I think that's okay, because her redeeming qualities of her 5-star skill check. I heard and I've seen videos on YouTube and other platforms where people were able to make Gigi have the biggest skill check ever. Like, I seen a circle machine and the whole thing was just skill check. With her having a high skill check, I tried participation award and magnifying glass for her, which I think is perfect because she can get her machines done really fast. I also really like her skin. I'm using the Rainy Day GG skin, and I think this skin is awesome. I like it a lot. I like the contrast of the blue and yellow, which are right next to each other on the complementary colors. It's technically blue and orange and yellow and purple, but they're really close. I like the contrast from her original colors, which her original skin or head used to be red, but now it's blue, and her sweater used to be blue, and now it's yellow. I think the skin's really cool, and I want her to get more skins, as it seems like Quell and her team have been putting most of the effort into Yada, which she's getting a skin every single update. A little too much for me, but I think Yada's skins are cool. But this video is about Gigi, not Yada. Here I'm just showcasing what her skill check is against the machines. You can skip the machine, it's not very important. Or you can skip to 348 if you don't want to buy the machine. No problem though. So I think this floor just had Brightney and Boxton, nothing too crazy. I ended it at floor 1. I died trying to distract as her. I will say it is not a good idea to distract his Gigi with 2-star movement speed and very bad stamina. It's bound to be bad. Obviously, I think she has 1-star stamina and 2-star movement speed, so she's not a very fast tune. She's basically Roger, but with less stamina. And I think she has 4-star stealth. That might be fake, I don't know. But if I can remember right, I think she does. She's a high stealth, extracting, really slow tune. I think this tune might not be for beginners. I mean, I would say it's pretty good because you can go next to distractors with no problem, I think, if she has high stealth. And she's a pretty good extractor too, so that's pretty good for beginners. I think the only problem is beginners on the solo run, and she's really slow. I think she's a really good tune overall. I think she's really fun to play as. I've never played her. I think I bought a lot of tunes just so I could get Yada to get the 15 tunes mark, and I never played the tunes, such as Scraps, Flutter, and Gigi. I never played those, So I'm glad my friend chose for me to do a video on GT because I don't play her. And it's interesting to see how it works, you know? I have played Toodles a bit, and this does remind me of Toodles with a high cooldown but like mystery thing. I think Toodles' cooldown is a lot shorter than Gigi's cooldown though. Which I think makes sense because Gigi gets a whole item and Toodles just gets like a boost. This part, I tried to distract her, and let's just say I was not successful. With her low stamina and low movement speed, this was bound to end badly. She can last a good chunk of time distracting, but distracting as her eats up your stamina really fast. Like, I spent like every few seconds just taking away her stamina. I'm just using her stamina more than I am gaining stamina. It took me a while to find boxing, but as you can see, I went from 100 stamina to now 40. It's like slowly eating up your stamina. I think the only good thing about this is if you have like her abilities not on cooldown, you could get a mystery item to hopefully boost your speed. At this point I was using the speed candy, but as you can look at my stamina, it was very low, and I knew I was not going to survive. At some point I tried to just keep walking to hopefully get her stamina, but every time I could see Boxing's little head popping up, and I had to keep sprinting. GD is definitely not a distractor toon. Do not do this. I just wanted to see what her distracting would be like. As you can see, I have like no stamina practically. I knew I was cooked. I still have 3 hearts at this point, so this is before I started losing my hearts. I think when I got around here, I tried to lose them with my, like, I don't know, 10 stamina. Right here, I tried to lose them. Yeah, but obviously with no stamina, I lost a heart. Also, Brittany was, like, staying on me, like, really close. I don't know how she did that. Boxen didn't see me and he walked away, but this is where I died. Trying to distract his GD, it's not very a good idea. I went ahead into roleplay mode and we can look around her model. I don't think Gigi has gotten her optimization yet. I could be wrong. But even if she doesn't have an optimization yet, I think the animation on her is pretty fluid, I'd say. Which is pretty nice. I love her skin a lot. Like I said earlier, it's a very nice contrast from her original. I do switch to her original here, so we can look at her original versus her skin. I do think the iconic star on her sweater is a little better on this model, but I do like the boots that the skin has. Also, I noticed that the clear part of her head, in her skin, it was also blue, like same as her head shape, but now it's not, she's clear. If we look at her twisted form, which took me a while to find, she's the type of twisted you'd like see her and be like, oh, great, it's Gigi. She's a rare toon, such as like Flutter and Blot and stuff like that. But the sad thing is she can take your item, so you don't really want a good inventory slot if she's chasing you. I do think what's nice is if you don't have any items and she grabs you, I think you lose a heart. So you want really bad items in your inventory, but full inventory still when she's there. Also, you can see she has stars in her eyes, which you don't usually see when she's actually on the map because you don't have time to look close enough. So yeah. I think she's a really good toon, and I think she's underrated and people don't play her as much. Usually I don't see any players playing Gigi actually. I feel like the numbers have decreased since she released, which is kind of sad, you know? I wish more people did play Gigi. But anyways, hopefully I can continue this series, and hopefully this video doesn't completely flop, you know? But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. This was really fun to record and really fun to edit. Thank you guys so much and have a great day, guys. Goodbye!